Last day of the month of July 2016, here in the República Dominicana, celebrating Father's Day. And I, of course, welcome you to another edition of Fiscal Crunch Time. And I would like to call a yellow alert right now, because they have got to keep us, the unassuming Gen Pop, you may recognize the term from my previous podcasts. And I'd like to tell you, in the words of Michael Rivero from WhatReallyHappened.com, in his podcast on yesterday, 2 days ago, sorry, please forgive me. His words really stood out to me. He said, quote, "A smart investor," I would like to add in an astute person, "should understand that during an election year, the government and the bankers will try to make the economy look good to keep the incumbents elected." Unquote. What does that mean? What does that mean, incumbents and election year and the bankers and da-da-da-da-da? What it is, they want to keep us thinking that the economy of the United States of America is not in recession, we're not facing any economic troubles. And what came out the same day as he said this in the podcast? The Fed decided to leave rates unchanged in the Fed meeting. The FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee, I'll give you the link to this. You can check it out for yourself. Do your own homework. I'm only a pundit, so to speak. This is what they would say. Their words. The Federal Open Market Committee chair said the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate. What does all that mean? The committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 1/4 point to 1/2 percentage point. The stance of monetary policy remains accommodative. What? Therefore, supporting further improvement in labor market conditions and a return to 2% inflation. Why would he say that if they've made the decision to leave market rates unchanged? So let's go to the numbers. If you guys recall back to the FOMC job numbers, the May jobs report, they stated that there were 11,000 jobs created, new jobs. These were seasonal employment. This was seasonal. These were people on Easter, spring break. Or you got a job for the week, or you got a job for the month, or the 3 weeks of spring break that you had in university, and they counted those numbers. But they did not count people that were unemployed the better part of 8+ years. So those people are erased, like that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, The Eraser. Now, 287,000 jobs reported by the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee. How do you go from an 11,000 jobs to a 280,000 jobs created? Now, that being said, we have to don't look at the eat, drink, and get sick jobs. We got to focus on the percentage of people that could be in the labor force that are not. That number of people that could be in the labor force, people that are just getting out of university with these great degrees, or people that have received their degree last year and have been unable to sustain or find sustainable income, that number is well over 50%. We're looking at 60-70%. These are the words of Danielle DiMartino Booth, president of Money Strong LLC. I'll tag you everything in the podcast on the screen. Take a look, and then you will see what's really going on. Now we hop, skip, and jump to the other side of the pond, to the European side of it. Last podcast we spoke about the fact that all of the banks in Italy are going under, and nobody wants to accept the fact that remains. Italian Monte dei Paschi, one of the oldest banks in all of Italia, failed the bank stress test, and they are only one of many to have done so. No one in Italy wants to discuss these matters with me, even though I was offered a contract to go to Italy this year to work. I told them I need to get a 1 month payment up front to guarantee that I would be able to sustain in the event that you guys run into a fiscal crunch time. Thank you so much for your time. There will be a lot more to come as we face a DNC and RNC where the people are screaming and hollering and catcalling and booing and getting rambunctious in the middle of the convention. I've never seen this in my life. 40 years of life, I've never seen anything like this. Never heard of anything like this. Talking to father, grandfather, and others that had never seen this type of behavior. They said that they've got the people behaving like animals. What's the word he said? Down here in Dominican Republic, the word he used was a salvaje, savages. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, stay tuned to get educated on what's really going on while our eyes are diverted to something else. If you look at when all of these things are happening, all of these things are taking place on that Thursday, when Hillary's getting up, America is great because America is good. What does that mean? Well, thank you for your time. We're going to continue to take this walk together. Have a blessed day.